Good morning, folks. It's November 30th, about 7:35 in the morning, about 65 degrees. Spike and Randy with Heartbreaker Relics back out here on Heartbreaker Ridge. We're going to try to do a little digging and sifting, and we're doing just a little probing. Start off with, and Randy's got something here. We don't know what it is, but we didn't want to pass it up. We're going to dig it up. There it is. Let me get around.
Oh, look at that. It's a base.
I probed up a base here.
Look at that.
First thing this morning.
Right off the bat.
Little red jasper.
Ain't that cool?
Yeah, that's nice. Just probe it up.
Amazing. We've been here 5 minutes.
5 minutes, and you can see how high the grass is, and all the stuff on the ground. You can see chips and flakes in here. And what we want to do, this is a little rise that I've told you about before. The creek drops off right there. I mean, the bluff does. I mean, it's right on the other side of that fence. And the plan is to try to get out in there, if we can get in there and do some digging, and see if we can find something to show y'all. So hang with us, folks. Okay, we've been digging here probably 5 minutes. Dug maybe a half a 5-gallon bucket of dirt, and we were getting frustrated because we weren't finding any chips when we were finding them right on top of the ground, the chips and flakes and like that right there. And I threw a shovel up in there, and Randy said, look here, and look at this, folks. Our first hole point, digging it up. Look at that little point. God.
Go ahead and pick it up.
Let's wash it off. Look at that. Bear with us here. We weren't prepared to find one this quick. Look at that. And we just getting started. I knew this little corner was going to be rich. I knew it. There's a little bitty flake there. But stay with us. We're going to stay with this. We might have to call somebody.
Call an ambulance.
Ambulance to get us out of here before the day is over with. But stay with us. All right, it's not 9:20. We've been digging, taking breaks, picking up flakes out of here. We probably got double handful of flakes. We've been digging in the hole. Let you see. We dug down about, that's 3.5, 4 foot. In that layer down there, we did find a couple of flakes, but that's all. Little charcoal in the side wall in some places. And then we backed up, digging in the transitional layer. We'd find a few more flakes, but we decided to stick to the topsoil layer there for a little while, and we hadn't found anything. I told Randy, I said, let me throw you a point up in here. I threw 3 shovels of dirt up in here.
And I went to screaming.
And Randy went screaming. He said, look in here.
We need, all I see the point part of it right now.
Right
there.
Right there, folks. Look at that.
And that ain't no heartbreaker.
It damn sure isn't.
Look at that.
Oh, man. Would it look like a Kirk?
Look at that. Let's get a little water on that, baby.
Oh.
There it is.
Look.
Ain't that pretty, folks?
That's it. I'm telling you. And again, that's what I say. That's what we're out here for. And yeah, get it in the light. Yeah, that's what we're out here for. And we're gonna keep digging. I think we're gonna stick to the topsoil layer and the transitional layer rather than go on down. We did want to go down and see what it looked like down there.
Look at the cortex
still on there, yeah.
Still on there.
All right. Okay, folks.
That's it right there, folks. That is it.
Daymaker.
That's it.
And we still got the rest of this basket to sift through those 3 shovels yet. But you stay with us. Hopefully we'll be back with you.
All right, folks, we back. We still digging, still sifting. We're moving on along. It's been about an hour since we found the last one, and threw a couple scoops in there. And Spike looked over and found this little broke drill.
Cleaned it off.
It's a cool looking little drill. Hopefully we'll maybe Spike need to turn the water around the right direction. But this is a cool looking little drill here, the end of it anyway. And we were sitting there looking at it, talking about it, and looked over. And what we got in the
I don't know. I don't even know. Look at this.
Oh my gosh, look at that. If that ain't pretty right there, folks. All right, roll it on out there. Here,
Let me get that
Here, here we go. Here you go. Wash it off, Spike. I got it in my hand. I got a prettier hand.
Yeah. Oh.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh.
And folks, we give you a little idea. We'd got down about 3.5 feet earlier, and like Spike said, we went back up into that topsoil later and been digging about 10 inches deep, and that's where we back in the stuff here. So, and this is we got into some charcoal and then got to digging up pottery shards and some pretty nice pieces.
All off the same
All
vessel.
off the little same vessels right there in one little spot. But anyway, we having a heck of a day. Give you one more shot at this little point.
Oh.
Keep it up. That's pretty. That's a pretty point.
That's a pretty point.
That's a pretty point, Papa. All right, we'll be back.
Well, you can see what we got to fill in before we leave, and the sun's catching us. Mosquitoes done called us. Randy's whelked up. Looks like he's got the chicken pox. And we hitting the high percentage areas, hitting the top 4 inches here of the ground, just to see if we can get one more before we leave, and we hit something big right here, so we're gonna let y'all watch us dig it up.
Maybe a flake or something.
Yeah, it may be a flake, it may be a point. We're trying to get that one last artifact in.
Oh, I don't know what it is.
I don't know.
I ain't got a clue.
Ain't got a clue.
But it was big at one point.
Yeah, and it belonged to somebody, I reckon. All right. Anything else, we'll get back to y'all. Leaving it like we left it. Leave nothing but footprints. And something that looks eerie similar to graves. All right, everybody, it's about 10 minutes to 5. We just getting out of the field. You see, we hadn't even cleaned up. It's terrible. We did clean up the stuff. We didn't want to wait till we got home and do the wrap up. We're going to do a quick wrap up tonight. We hadn't found an artifact since 10:30 this morning, but we stayed out there digging, and this is what we found. We have found a few pieces of pottery before out in those fields, but not much. But this is the pottery we dug up today, and that's cool. That's exciting for us right there. I love that. I love to do stuff like that. You can see that's the rim of a vessel, a bowl or something. And these are our artifacts. This is at the base end that Randy probed up this morning. This is that last artifact we found this evening. We don't know what it is, but it's got a cool knots there on the end, probably a base of a big old hafted knife or something like that. Another one of these little scrapers like we found last time, a little rock that's flaked on the end. This is a broken drill that we found, and this is the point that Randy got. We threw it up in the shaker, and that thing stuck out like a sore thumb when we saw it in there. They're probably little woodland points, all of these. I'm not sure. Everything was pretty close to the surface. I don't know what kind of points these are, but I believe this is the kind, Randy, with that little hole here that we find is just a shorter point. Sure wish that little drill had been a hole. But we stayed with it. We dug from 7:30 this morning till 4 o'clock this evening, and we did pretty good. When you get 3 good artifacts like that, we will be back. We'll probably try digging. Huh?
With help.
With help, yeah. Although them boys with the strong back, they had a strong mind too. They were strong enough not to come out.
Yeah.
So everybody, thank you for watching. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for subscribing. And if you hadn't subscribed, please do, and tell your friends about us. And again, thank you for watching.